Hi everyone, it's Michelle Brock. So one of the questions that I had that led me to doing work with past life regression was, why do bad things happen to good people? It was one of those questions that didn't quite seem fair. Why did some people have to die young and other people got to live to be old? Why some people had to have a disproportionate amount of life challenges, seemingly to everyone else? When I was a child, that didn't really make much sense to me until I learned that there's a bigger picture, that there's a pattern over many, many lifetimes. So once you pull that curtain open wide, you can see that there's a larger journey. You can start to understand that it's not just this life. It's not just the circumstances of right now. So now we're in the realm of something that's called karma. And I think that this is a new age term that gets tossed around a lot. I don't know if anybody really understands what it means. It's Sanskrit, and it actually is a term that means action, but it also means our thoughts or our intent. So our intention behind something. So karma sometimes can show up in an event or something bad happening to someone. Will say, oh, well, that was certainly bad karma for them. They did something bad, therefore something proportional happened back to them. But it's not always how it works. Karma is actually a force that helps us bring ourselves into balance with ourselves and with others over many, many, many lifetimes. So somebody who's in a wheelchair in this life didn't do something bad necessarily in their past life to deserve it as a punishment. Karma is not a punishment. Karma is a force that brings situations into our life for learning, for growth, right? Whereas you had a story of something that happened between you and another person in a past life, and then you meet again in this life. There's a challenge with that you're supposed to either do something differently or work something out. And usually you can tell these situations by the way they feel. They kind of smell karmic a little bit, or it has a little bit of a stickiness to it, or you can't stop thinking about this person and you don't understand why, or they keep showing up, you run into them every day at the same time. Those are your guides actually telling you, this is something important, pay attention to it, right? But it's not necessarily that we do something bad in a past life and therefore we reincarnate as a lower caste, like in some cultures, or we're born into poverty. We actually choose our own circumstances before our birth. And this is a truth that I've learned from the experiences of my clients over many, many, many years of watching them have these experiences where they come to understand that they chose their path in life. And there seems to be a higher power guiding us, what God or the universe or whatever you want to call it, we all call it our own thing, but that there is an organization and a structure to it, that there's a bigger picture and a plan. So somebody who is born into extreme poverty chose to do that, to challenge themselves, that there would be a lesson. There are different challenges of being extremely wealthy or royalty, right? There are different experiences. And in order to learn and grow, we have to experience all of them. And we do over many lifetimes. We're all things. We're male, female, black, white, rich, poor. We experience all of these things. So it's not necessarily about punishment, but rather opportunity.